dust off my corner in your podcast app because the Audacity to Podcast is returning in September. Boy, am I so excited because I have so much I want to talk about and share with you, some exciting things. The first episode, I'll give you a preview of this. The first episode will be about Podcasting 2.0. It's not going to be an in-depth, this is how this tag works, this is how that tag works, but it's really about why. Why does this matter? Why does the podcast industry need Podcasting 2.0? Why does it matter to you? Why does it matter to advertisers? Why does it matter to hosting providers? Why does it matter to developers? And most importantly, for anything we consider in podcasting, why does it matter to your audience? And then after that, there's so much I want to talk about. It's going to be difficult for me to just contain the patience to get these episodes out and not be tempted to publish an episode every single day so I can talk about all of these things I'm excited to talk about. I can't promise that I will have an episode every single week on a consistent schedule like always before, but I will still be focusing on, as much as I can, publishing weekly episodes. And if you don't see an episode for a week released on probably Wednesdays, then just know there's probably not going to be an episode that week. But I'm excited to bring back the Audacity to Podcast. I'm excited to talk about podcasting behind the microphone again and engage with you and help you change the world through the power of your voice in podcasting, because that's what I think is so great about podcasting, that we can use our own voices, sometimes literally from our basements or our closets, and we can make a difference, even if it's changing the world for one person out there. And that's why the show is called The Audacity to Podcast, because you have that audacity to believe that you and your audience can profit from what you're talking about. And I'm not saying profit is only money. Profit, popularity, relationships, opportunities, fun, income, and tangibles. You and your audience can profit from your podcast. So this and so much more is what I am so excited to talk about again and in more detail, and cover more tools and more ways that you can engage, grow your audience, get better as a podcaster, change the world with your podcast, and so much more. I'm so excited. I just want to record the episode right now. I am excited to bring back the Audacity to Podcast, and I'm excited to have you along with this journey. And make sure that you check out the website, theaudacitytopodcast.com, and the YouTube channel too, because I have new videos too. Yes, videos even, from Podcast Movement, where I talked with some vendors and some people who are doing some really cool things and bringing new things to the podcasting industry. So I hope that you will check that out too, maybe while you're waiting for the Audacity to Podcast, the audio show, to return, or when you can, because I think there are some really cool things being developed and that have been released recently, and I'd love for you to learn about them. So find all of that and more at theaudacitytopodcast.com. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for keeping the Audacity to Podcast in your podcast app. And if this is the first time you've ever heard of me, maybe you're finding the Audacity to Podcast now and you've wondered what's happened. Well, it's coming back. I hope you will follow the podcast in your podcast app. And if you're just hearing this somehow, somewhere on the internet, accidentally, then please go to theaudacitytopodcast.com to follow the podcast in your favorite podcast app and see everything else that I've already done and other stuff that will be coming very soon. I'm excited about this. Coming in September 2022, the Audacity to Podcast returns. Thank you very much. I'm Daniel J. Lewis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for following, for supporting, for everything. And thank you.